Good morning, students. This is seventh part of the chapter "The Enemy" by Pearl S. Buck, and we know very well this story is related to the Second World War. Okay, and the theme of the chapter is the enemy gives the message that humanism transcends all man-made prejudices and barriers, as we have already seen in the chapter that Dr. Sadao was doing operation of POW. POW means prisoner of war. Prisoner of war, and he was his enemy. We know very well that he was an American man, and all the Americans were enemy to all Japanese. And Dr. Sadao was also a Japanese. But Dr. Sadao upholds the ethics of medical profession in treating an enemy. The story is a great lesson of peace, love, sympathy, fellow feeling, and humanism. In my last six video, I have already explained you that when Sadao told Hana that she would have to inject the injured man with a substance that induces insensitivity to pain, Hana replied that she had never done that earlier. Then we have come to know that he Dr. Sadao wondered at how deep the wound made by rock was. He said that if the wound was not very deep, then he could get the bullet out. Okay. At that time, what happened? That Hana choked. You can see over here, Hana choked. Hana choked. Why? Because when Hana saw Sadao inspecting the wound, she could not see the site, and so she coughed. Sadao looked at her and saw that her face was yellowish in color, like the color of sulfur. Why? Because she had never seen operation like this way. Sadao reacted and ordered Hana not to faint. He did not stop his work and continued inspecting the wound. Sadao said it if he stopped right now, if he would give attention to Hana, then what would happen? The injured man would certainly die. Hana put both her hands on her mouth, you can see over here, jumped up and ran out of the room. Okay, and Sadao heard her vomiting in the garden, but he continued with his work. Okay, and not only this, as Sadao needed Hana's help to operate the man, he thought that it would be better for her to empty her stomach so that she would not feel uneasy time and again. He was reminded that Hana was seeing an operation for the first time, and it was not a pleasant thing to see. Sadao was irritated, but her distress and his inability to go to her, I have already explained in my last video, at once made him impatient and irritable with this man who lay like dead under his knife. So Sadao was irritated and impatient as his wife was under stress and he was not able to help her due to the man who lay under his knife, and moreover he was his enemy. He was just like a dead person. This man, he thought, there is no reason under heaven why he should leave. Unconsciously, this thought made him ruthless, and he proceeded swiftly. In his dream, the man moaned, but Sadao paid no heed except to mutter at him. Groan, he muttered. Groan if you like. I'm not doing this for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it. So what happened? Sadao thought that there was no reason for him to make efforts to save the man, because Sadao was blank. There was no reason for him to leave. Okay, so unconsciously this thought made him ruthless. Sadao became merciless. Ruthless means harsh, merciless, and started working fast. The injured man moaned. Injured man made low, soft sounds due to pain because Sadao was rough and he was moving his instruments very harshly. Okay, so the injured man moaned in his state of unconsciousness, but Sadao kept on working without paying attention to man's pain. Sadao did not pay any attention. He least bother for his pain and all. Groan, he muttered. Groan if you like. Means Sadao said to the injured man that he was free to cry in pain. Sadao was not concerned that the man was in pain. and he did not want to operate him, and he did not have any reason for doing so. Sadao was still in, you can say, this in chaos, that why did he try to save him, or why did he do the operation. But his inner soul know very well that why was he saving him. So the door opened, and so groan, he muttered, "Groan if you like, I am not doing this for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it." The door opened, and there was Hannah again. "Where is the anesthetic?" she asked in a clear voice. Sadao motioned with his chin. "It is as well that you came back," as he said. "This fellow is beginning to stir." She had the bottle and some cotton in her hand. "But how shall I do?" she asked. "Simply saturate the cotton and hold it near his nostrils," Sadao replied, without delaying for one moment the intricate detail of his work. "When he breathes badly, move it away a little." So at that time when Sadao became irritated, who came? Hannah entered the room. And asked Sadao for the anesthetic which she had to give to the injured man. Her voice was clear, which shows that now she was prepared to help him. Sadao moved his chin, okay, to guide her to the bottle of the you can say anesthesia. He added that it was good that she came, as the man had started to gain consciousness, and it was important to sedate him. Sedate him means unconscious state में, we want him to be unconscious state, उसको unconscious state में रखना need था. Otherwise the operation would not be would not be successful. Hannah held the bottle and some cotton in her hand. She asked because she had never gone through with the process. So she asked what she was supposed to do. He told her to put some anesthetic on the cotton and to place the cotton near the man's nostrils. He did not stop his delicate work and added that she should remove the cotton when the man started to breathe badly. Why he did not stop? Because the patient required him, and if he stopped, the patient would die. Fine. So she crouched close to the sleeping face of the young American. It was a piteously thin face, she thought, and the lips were twisted. The man was suffering, whether he knew it or not. Watching him, she wondered if the stories they heard sometimes of the sufferings of the prisoners were true. They came like flickers of rumor, told by word of mouth and always contradicted. In the newspaper, the reports were always that wherever the Japanese armies went, the people received them gladly, with the cries of joy at their liberation. But sometimes she remembered such man as General Takima, who at home beat his wife cruelly, though no one mentioned it. Now that he had fought so victorious a battle in Manchuria, if a man like that could be so cruel to a man in his power, would he not be cruel to one like this, for instance? So what happened over here? That when Hannah entered room, and he tried to what? She asked what she was supposed to do, and then Sadao instructed him what to do. Then what happened? Then she sat near patient. And then we would see over here that what happened. Hannah sat in a squat means in that sitting position, and went close to the face of the sleeping American man. She felt sad and sympathetic towards him. Looking at the face of the prisoner of war, she felt sad and sympathetic towards him as she saw his thin face and twisted lips. She knew that he was suffering. She wondered whether the stories that she had heard about the torture meted out to the prisoners were true. Why she was thinking all this thing? Actually, what happened that when Hannah looked at the unconscious face of innocent face of the prisoner of war, then suddenly thoughts came into her mind that the stories were like rumors. What? Regarding prisoner, which is spread when people told them to others. On the other hand, in the printed media like the newspaper, it was mentioned that the Japanese army was welcome wherever it went and people praised it for the freedom. Hannah recalled an officer of Japanese army, General Takima, who was very cruel to his wife and would beat her. No one talked about it anymore as he had won the war in Manchuria. So Hannah was full of doubt. Hannah was full of doubts. Why? Because Hannah thought that if a man could be cruel towards his wife, then he could also be cruel to the prisoner in his captivity. Hannah hoped that the then Hannah thought that if a man could be cruel towards his wife, then he could also be cruel to the prisoner in his captivity. अगर एक person अपनी wife को मार सकता है तो जनरल तकीमा जैसा person क्या prisoners को छोड़ देता होगा? She hoped anxiously that this young man had not been tortured. It was at this moment that she observed deep red scars on his neck just under the ear. Those scars, she murmured, lifting her eyes to the Sadao. Suddenly, what happened that Hannah hoped that the man had not been tortured by the enemy. Hannah को लग रहा है कि शायद इस आदमी को किसी ने torture नहीं किया होगा. Okay, Hannah hoped that the man had not been tortured by the army. But just then she saw deep red colored marks on his neck under the ear. At that moment, the tip of his instrument hit something hard. It was very close to the kidney. He moved. Actually, what happened that Hannah mentioned these scars to the Sadao and asked about them. Sadao did not answer. At that moment, the tip of his instrument hit something hard. The bullet. It was very close to the kidney. Actually, Sadao did not pay any attention to the Hannah. Why? Because all thought left him. He felt only the purest pleasure. He probed with his fingers delicately, familiar with every atom of this human body. His old American professor of anatomy had seen to that knowledge. Ignorance of the human body is the surgeon's cardinal sin. Sirs, he had thundered at his class year after year, to operate without a complete knowledge of the body, as if you had made it anything less than that is murder. Actually, what happened? Hannah mentioned the scars to Sadao. Hannah mentioned the scars to Sadao, but Sadao was not thinking of anything else. Why? Because he was there to operate him, and he was happy to have finally found the bullet. He moved his fingers inside the wound. Sadao was familiar with the tiniest part of the human body. Sadao बहुत फैमिलियर था, उसको अच्छे से पता है कि मीन्स वेयर टू फिंगर्स के कैलकुलेशन से ही कुड प्रूव दैट वेयर द बुलेट could be found. So he moved his fingers inside the wound. Sadao was familiar with the tiniest part of the human body. His professor of anatomy in America had told them that if a surgeon ignored the knowledge of any part of the body, it was the first misdeed that he had committed. And that professor's, you can say, advice worked over here. To operate upon a body without detailed knowledge of it, as much as the person who makes it would amount to committing murder of that body. And Sadao's professor would repeat these words in this class often. And that's why it is not quite at the kidney, my friend. It is not quite at the kidney, my friend. Sadao murmured, it was C. Sadao was murmuring and he was calling enemy, prisoner of war, my friend. Sadao murmured. It was his habit to murmur to the patient when he forgot himself in an operation. My friend, he always called his patients, and so now he did forgetting that this was his enemy. Then quickly, with his cleanest and most precise of incisions, the bullet was out. The man quavered, but he was still unconscious. Nevertheless, he muttered a few English words. Guts, he muttered, shocking. They got my guts, Sadao. Hana cried sharply. Hush, Sadao said. The man sank again into silence so profound that Sadao took up his wrist, hating the touch of it. Yes, there was still a pulse, so faint, so feeble, but enough if he wanted the man to live, to give hope. But certainly I do not want this man to live, he thought. No more anesthetic, he told Hana. Okay. And then what happened? That Sadao spoke to the injured man. He said that the bullet had just missed his kidney. When Sadao would get engrossed in the operation, he would start talking to the patient. He addressed the patient as my friend. He called the injured man also my friend. He forgot that this man was not a friend but an enemy. Then what happened? Then quickly means Sadao was quick. He made a few surgical cuts on the body and removed the bullet. The man trembled in pain. When bullet came out, the man trembled in pain but remained unconscious. He spoke a few words in English. Why? Because he felt pain, which were an expression of the pain that he was experiencing. Guts. He spoke guts. Guts, informal word for bravery and determination and then what happened? The injured man choked and said, guts, they got my guts. He meant that he was brave and courageous and the Japanese army would have a tough time while punishing him. He thought that Japanese means what? Upon hearing him, Hana cried out to Sadao, Sadao, hush to her, keep quiet. Hana thought that man means what? Came in conscious. But Sadao hushed her to keep quiet. The man became so quiet that Sadao held his wrist to check his heartbeat. He was checking if the man was still alive. His pulse was there. Okay? And his pulse was there. Then what happened? His pulse was there and Sadao thought that it was enough for a person who had a desire to live. There was still hope that the man would survive. Okay. But certainly I do not want this man to live, he thought. But certainly I do not want this man to live, he thought. Sadao was sure that he did not want the man to live. No more anesthetic, he told Hana. That Sadao stopped Hana from administering what? Anesthetic. He turned quickly and chose a small bottle from the medicine. Okay, he turned as swiftly as though he had never paused from his medicines. He chose a small vial and from it filled a hypodermic syringe and thrust it into the patient's left arm. Okay, thrust means pushed. Then putting down the needle, he took the man's wrist again. The pulse under his fingers fluttered once or twice and then grew stronger. Then what happened? Sadao took a deep breath as he told Hana that the injured man would live. He woke up. His blue-colored eyes were full of fright as he realized where he was. Okay, then what happened over here? That Sadao stopped Hana and he turned quickly and chose a small bottle from the medicine. He filled a syringe with the medicine and pushed the vaccine into the man's left arm. Sadao placed the needle down and held the man's wrist. The pulse shivered once or twice and then improved. Okay. Why? Because Sadao felt that man was unconscious and Sadao felt that he could die. So he pushed a what? Hypodermic syringe. Okay. Syringe with the medicine. He filled a syringe with the medicine and pushed the vaccine into the man's left arm to give him, you can say, stamina and all. Then next we will see what would happen. After operation, what happened? The young man woke so weak, his blue eyes terrified. When he perceived where he was, that Hana felt compelled to apologize. apologize. She herself served him, for none of the servants would enter the room. When she came in the first time, she saw him summon as the smallest strength to be prepared for some fearful thing. Then what happened? That uh, this man, prisoner of war, walk up. His blue colored eyes were full of fright as he realized where he was. Hannah felt sorry for him. She served him food as the servants refused to enter the room where he was kept. When he came in the first time, she saw him summon a small strength to be prepared for some fearful thing. When Hannah met the injured man for the first time, she saw that the man was gathering strength and he was full of fear. Don't be afraid, she begged him softly. Means what? Hannah said softly to the injured man that he should not be afraid. He was astonished that she could speak English. He was astonished that Hannah could speak English. Hannah replied that she had lived in America for a long time. The man wanted to speak further, but was not able to speak. Hannah fed him gently with a spoon made of porcelain. The man did not want to eat, but still he ate. Then what happened? Then, now you will soon be strong, she said, not liking him, and yet moved to comfort him. He did not answer. And then on the third day after the operation, Sadao came. As Hannah fed the man, she said that soon he would become strong. She said so despite the fact that she disliked him. The man did not reply to her. And now we will see in my next video that what would be the reaction of Sadao when he entered on the third day of the on the third day after operation. I hope that you all will go through the chapter very properly, and in my next video I will explain you that will prisoner of war escape from the house, or what will be the reaction of the servants, and how will Hannah and Sadao manage prisoner of war in the house. Thank you. Have a nice day.